Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review, and it is it's about time. As we prepare for the start of the 2025 season, we're finishing up our 2023 Diecast reviews. Not because a Diecast was delayed, I was delayed. For some odd reason, 3 cards from the 2023 season have not been reviewed yet. This one, the Blaney Martinsville win, and Ross Chastain's Phoenix win. So those 3 should all be getting reviewed. Sorry for the major delay. But finally, we're getting him reviewed. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is his Phoenix, not win, second place finish at Phoenix for the second straight year this year. Unfortunately, this year doesn't count as a title. But we are going to go through all that comes with it. There's no card because there is no win. We just have a standard Elite box, 2023, NASCAR 75th anniversary. Elite standard finish, and one of 863. One of 863. Now, there's a few pins I could have put with it. I picked one. There's 2 others. Here's one, and here's the other. I decided this one will go with the Ross Chastain win. This one I just don't know what else to do with. It just says kind of a standard pin, I guess. So, not really sure what to do with that one, but I pick up the variety so I can figure out which one I like best. But anyway, like I said, there's no card, so let's go ahead and drop the tripod and get right down to it. So, here's the pin I did choose. This is the Phoenix Championship Weekend pin. It splits open, and there's the championship trophy. Really cool pin. Is it cooler than this year's pin? Maybe. I really like this year's pin too, but I was there, so no one's touching that pin. So, yeah, we have the trophy there, and then they close it up, and it's got Championship Weekend. So kind of a neat pin. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool. And then let's go ahead and get right out of the car, because this car is caked in confetti. And to be honest, I don't even remember much about this race. I could be wrong. I don't know if I watched it, because I really was very uninterested in 2023, late 2023. I don't know. That season was kind of a snoozer to me. And by the final race, I kind of just I remember watching the race. I think I streamed it even, but just man, there was not much going for me. So anyway, let's get right into it. So we do have the number 12. We got the chrome rims. We've got Menards, and then we've got Dutch Boy is the main sponsor. You can see where the vents and the airflow goes through. It just blows all the confetti off, so it's nice and clean in those 2 spots. But then there's confetti everywhere. You can't even read the number 12. Just confetti all over there, all over the windshield, all over the nose, all over the front. Here's where the air intake is. Oh, would you look at that? It is also caked in confetti. The skirt down here, caked in confetti. Here on the back, we do have some fuel spillage and some dirt, so that's kind of nice because there's not confetti on it. Deck lid, back to the confetti. We got Menards back here. We got the blue bumper. Deck lid does pop open. We have the bright yellow spoiler for the playoffs. Move around to the right side. This is where you do get some marks from some of the after-race activities. You know, when he wins a championship, people come in and give him little door dings, congratulatory and stuff like that. So, no right side tire. You can see the Goodyear is rubbed off of both front and rear tire. You can see there a little bit of a scrape with the wall. Then you just got some other buildup. More confetti down there on the bottom of the skirt. And then up here on the window, there's a little bit more as well. Like I said, no Goodyear lettering. I think that looks pretty good. And then on the front, you can see a little bit of buildup there, right there on the nose. And then a lot of confetti caked around the splitter there. So overall, it was, how do we put it? It was the first time that a guy won the championship and didn't win the race, and I really could care less because the format still sucks. I mean, I'll tell you, I was at the race this year, guys. I can literally now speak from experience as to how deflated the grandstand got at the end of that race. People just didn't care. People have broken. They have had enough of this championship format, especially after Logano got his 3rd title. Not because it's Logano. I mean, that has something to do with it. But the biggest piece of it is Joey Logano was a 17th place car this year. 17th place. And I think he would have been closer by the end of the season. But when he won his race at Nashville, he was 17th. And with that being said, look, we watched all year. We want our champion to reflect what we watched all year. Just like us in football. We're watching football right now. As I make this video, we're talking about the Commanders, who are the surprise team of the year, but have played well all year. The Chiefs, dominant. Bills, dominant. Eagles, good. Like, sure, the Lions and Vikings fell. You know, some of your top dogs will fall in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, they've settled Super Bowls like this for decades. So that's not new. You know, it's not new that that's how the Super Bowl is settled. Where what NASCAR did is they decided to reinvent how their Super Bowl championship would be run and settled, and they created this monstrosity. And now we would essentially have the equivalent of probably, I mean, you could say the Commanders, but the Commanders actually were about the 4th best record in the NFC, just because they were better than the divisional opponents. But you've got, outside of Washington, whom we don't even know what they're going to do in the next game here, you know, it would be the equivalent of having Atlanta sneak into the playoffs and just not just win, but get lucky. They don't have to be the best in any round. They didn't have to be better than anyone specifically. They just had to not get unlucky in the first 2 rounds and then win a round in the third set of races. All you have to do is win one race in that 3rd round and you're good. And you could suck the other 2 races, which he did, by the way. And so, yeah, it sucks because, like, this car is literally a championship winning car, and I don't even care. Like, it's an okay car. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad look of a car. Didn't even come with a championship card. Didn't come with anything. It just came with an empty box. So, I don't know. You tell me. More ranting about the playoff format. I guess I'm just a little bitter, as I still am. I watched the sport I love really crumble in the last, over my entire lifetime, really. And I'm hoping one day somebody stops the bleeding and we can start rebuilding it a little bit, because I think it's a great sport. It just needs some leadership. But anyway, guys, sorry for the long rant. It's supposed to be a Diecast review. Let me know your thoughts on this Diecast in the comments below. Also, turn on the bell and subscribe for more NASCAR Diecast content. We will get to the rest of those 2023s and a bunch of 2024s coming up here. So make sure you've got that notification bell on as more Diecast reviews are released every single day. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. This has been Race Craze, and we will see you in the next one.